Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Fair Faithful Podcast. I'm Brandon Franio, and joined by me are my co-hosts. We got Niner Beto in the house,
What's up? What's up?
and we got Dion Johnson from Niner Gang Podcast. How we doing, fellas?
What's happening, man? Just, riding the high of a 49ers win. You know how this works.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get right into it. The Niners went ahead and swept the division series against Seattle Seahawks for the second year in a row. We are now 5-0, by the way, against the Seahawks. So let's get right into it. 28-16. Brock Purdy looked phenomenal, especially with them deep passes. Let's talk about a little bit about Brock Purdy's game yesterday. Beto, what were your thoughts and what were you thinking when you saw them deep passes to George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel?
Can I say something, Beto, before you go ahead and
Sure.
make your point? So we all see how now it was Brady and not Belichick, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to believe it was Russ and not Pete. Pete Carroll was 7-4 against us with Russell Wilson. Without him, he is 0-5. Just gonna leave that out there for the people. Go ahead, Beto. Because we know you some Brock Purdy, so talk to us.
Yeah, no problem. The question was for all those that didn't believe in Brock Purdy, that he was a dink and dunker. I just want to publicly say you're an idiot for making that statement. For those that claim that, learn how to watch football before you make comments. We're not saying about. I'm not talking about being elite. I'm not talking about this or that, or is he going to win the MVP? But he's definitely not a dink and dunk quarterback. Never was. He threw for 48.8 yards yesterday at Mr. Deebo. That was in the breadbasket. Beautiful throw. The kid completed 19 out of 27 attempts, 368 yards, 2 TDs, and yes, 1 interception. Unfortunate miscue between him and Ayuk. That doesn't happen very often. Those guys are pretty synced in together, but shit does happen. What I've been seeing from Brock, what I've been preaching from day one is, I love the way this kid plays. I love the poise. I love his way of dealing with pressure, not allowing things to get too big for him, able to execute Kyle Shanahan's game plan to the T, and when he needs to improvise, he does. So he's not really athletic, but he's athletic enough to move and get the first down if need to be. The guy puts the ball. He's a point guard. He gets the ball to where it needs to go and allow his playmakers within stride to play their type of football. Deebo, Ayuk, and Christian McCaffrey, all three of them had over 100 yards apiece in one game against Seattle. So I know a lot of people are starting to come over to Brock Purdy. They're starting to make their way over. And a lot of people, listen, if you had doubt because where he was drafted, that's okay. That's fair. If you were, if you thought, well, what can this kid do after the injury to his elbow? Can he be the same guy? That is fair to say as well. I'm not yelling at people, those, but I'm talking about those that want Brock Purdy until this day still to fail, because it's about them being right, about Brock Purdy being wrong, and Trey Lance being the guy still, that they want to see this kid fail. And you know what? I don't care who's quarterbacking back there. As long as whoever's allowing my team to be successful and win is who I root for. And I love what Brock Purdy did. He continues to show the world who he is, who his family knew who he was, and I think he should have the opportunity to truly compete and win for the MVP. I wasn't too impressed with Dak Prescott yesterday, even though he beat the Eagles. It wasn't too convincing for me.
Now you know what else he is on? He's on a streak of like consecutive games with over 70% completion percentage. I believe he's one
Yep.
away from tying Joe Montana. So
Yes.
I have to agree with Beto. Like if you're still out on Brock Purdy, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're watching. I don't know why you're hating on the kid. I don't understand why you would be upset. The young man has flat out freaking success when he goes out there on the field. And don't discount him for the weapons that he has. We don't discount Jalen Hurts because he got Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. We didn't discount Tom Brady when he had Randy Moss and Danny Amendola and Julian Edelman, along with the running backs that he had, along with Gronk, along with Aaron Hernandez. Like, come on, people. We didn't knock these players when they had these weapons. You know why? That's what you're supposed to have. It only makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to go out there and play with Ronnie Bell and Danny Gray. And, it's no disrespect to these guys. And Ray McLeod, that's what you want me to play with? Yeah, it's going to be real easy for me to fail. Those guys are not a Debo, a Kittle, I'm saying a BA, a Juwan. They're not these cats. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's simple. This is the guy. You either got to get with it or get gone, And to Beto's point earlier, yeah, we all understand what happened. The situation with Trey Lance. Everybody knows how I feel about that. But that doesn't mean I want Brock to fail. The hell? I'm still a
Come on now.
49er fan at the end of the damn day. I want Brock to win because when he wins, we win. I
Yep.
like being able to walk around with my head held high, wearing this hat, talking shit to any other fan of any NFL team. You know why?
Yep.
Because my team is better than yours. And I know
Yep.
it is because they proved it. I
We're
can tell
both.
you right now, the only team probably right now that I wouldn't talk shit to would have been the Cleveland Browns. And that's because I have to give them their respect for what they did to us. They fucked us up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not a good thing, but they had it figured out. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the NFC, joke, bro. Like what? I'm sorry. I'm not afraid of the Cowboys after we kicked the shit out of them 42-10. I'm supposed to be afraid of the Eagles when we went in their house, whooped their ass, and laughed in their fans' face. Like, I'm sorry. Is there another NFC powerhouse that I should be worried about? Please don't tell me anything about the NFC South. Good Lord. Talk about an atrocity. Now, don't get me wrong. The NFC West had its dog days. I believe one year, didn't the Rams make it? I was like 7-9. Like it was
Something
some
like
wild
that.
shit. But I think we had a fantastic game, man. So I see that we signed Jason Verrett.
Yes, we did.
I'll say this on that. Let's just hope the man stays healthy. That's all I'm saying. I've seen too much from him to be able to actually fully trust that he's going to actually even be on the field, that he's going to make any kind of an impact, anything. And honestly, I think if he has a great week of practice, they'll sit Mooney. You know what I'm saying? And let him heal up. Because Mooney and Hargrave are dealing with similar type injuries. It'd behoove us to sit them versus the Cardinals because it's an easier team to beat without those guys. And then go ahead and bring them in versus the Ravens. We will need all our weapons in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been exactly same sentiments. So I honestly think all right, cool, they signed him, whatever. I really don't care. But I need to talk about this, man, and I want y'all thoughts before I say what I'm gonna say. B-Dubs, man, tell me about number 14 for the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's just say DK Metcalf as a little bitch. All point intended. My boy tried to come up on my boy All Pro Fred, and he fucked around. He found out. That's for damn sure. He fucked around and found out.
That he did.
Say. And then he started crying like a little bitch afterwards.
And flowers to Lenore for coming in and say, you ain't messing with my boy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude,
Yeah, man.
real quick before we continue on, for those of you watching on X, we cannot see your comments in the chat, so go over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/For Faithful Podcast 49, or Niner Sickness Podcast so we can see your chat and your comments.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you guys something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen Debo coming out and he's playing like he did in 21.
Mm-hmm.
What has changed his ways from last year to this year on basically pursuing his career and looking better than ever this year?
I think it's been his conditioning. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, it was ridiculous when you saw his conditioning in the offseason. The videos and stuff he put up, all that stuff was done purposely to let us know, let the world know, let the Niner fans know, let the faithful know that he's in shape and he's ready to go. Now, yeah, he missed a couple of games, but I mean, we kind of expect that from Debo at this point. We know it's going to happen at some point in the season. We just hope it happens earlier rather than later because why? We need him later. But that's what I would say. It just that's what I'm thinking. It was conditioning, and then the mindset. To get out there and sit with Kyle and look at the film and say, I put trash on film. I wasn't good enough. I need to be better. And then turn around and start producing and doing it. That's great. I mean, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. So I'll kick it over to Beto with that, man.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Dion. I think his conditioning was a little bit of an issue, getting over the injury that he's sustained. And the bottom line, he's just feeling it, man. He's feeling it. He's back in his zone. The 2021 Debo that we loved and feared. I mean, even Shady from Speak said it himself, and I don't agree with too much of what he says because he's a big Eagles fan, but he said that Debo is the best player he's ever seen with the ball in his hand. And that's a lot coming from him. This guy does know how to ball. He did play great running back, and there's no light to that. Ain't nobody wants to stop Debo when Debo's coming at you full force. The things that Debo can do with the ball in his hands I haven't seen it in anyone. I love what Christian McCaffrey can do. I love that they can interact with one can catch, the other one can run, and then vice versa. But what Debo does, the freight train going downhill with no brakes when he got the ball, people don't want to tackle him. And if he continues to play like that throughout the rest of the season with Brock Purdy and Ayuk and everybody balling, there ain't nobody stopping us. As long as we don't get injured, ain't nobody stopping this team. Like Dion said earlier, and Brandon, who puts the fear in us? Listen, NFC, Eagles, best team. Dallas, best team. We kicked both of their asses. All right. AFC, Kansas City just got beaten by Buffalo. Buffalo's up and down. I don't know what's going on with Buffalo. The Ravens, they have the best score. Struggled at home with the Rams and got the win in overtime. And right now, Miami is struggling with Tennessee. As long as the Niners stay healthy, and that's a big if, there ain't no one in the NFC or the AFC that brings any type of fear or competition to this team.
I mean, I got to agree with that 100%, man. Not one lie was stated there. And that's just the thing. Like, it's not a cocky situation. It's just the fact that, hey, we're better than you. And there's not much you're going to be able to do about this. Whether you would like to or not, doesn't matter. We're still going to find a way to kick your teeth in. Like, and the one thing that I will say is this. I appreciated Kyle last week for, keeping his foot on the gas and whatnot and trying to make sure that, we shoved it down their throats when we did what we did. But what I will say is I got to give a little love to somebody I don't really like. But he's shown me some things, so I got to say I appreciate him.
Mr. Kinlaw.
Mr. Kinlaw. Devon has been playing out of his freaking mind these last few games. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the guy. So if we got to sit Hargrave, hey, man, we drafted JK for a reason. Get out there, earn your money, young man. Go get your bread. You know, and I think honestly that will do him some good to be out there and be trusted again and build his confidence. You know what I'm saying? But I think honestly we'll be perfectly fine if we just put Kinlaw out there. You know what I'm saying, as our extra D tackle, and then we you know honestly, and this is me. I heard about Oren Burks and his knee issue. And they say he's going to be out for a couple weeks. I don't want Demetrius Flanagan fouls on the field. I want to see D Winters. That kid's got the speed to go sideline to sideline. I need him to get out there and get some reps. That'd be nice, because DFF ain't doing nothing. We all know that. That man is a lifetime special teamer. No disrespect to him. Don't know him personally, but just from the outside looking in, you are a lifetime special teamer. You get on the field once in a blue moon. And when you do get on the field, you do not make an impact. I think D Winters can do some good things for this team. You know, pretty good hands. He can intercept the ball. He can knock the ball down. Still wondering where the hell Robert Beal Jr. is. Like, we drafted this kid, and he's been nowhere to be found all fucking season. I don't even know what the kid looks like. It's that damn bad. You know. But shout out to the defense. So if y'all see what happened on the replay with that whole situation with Warner and DK. So DK got slammed and pushed Fred down. Fred gets up and literally runs DK's head into the ground. So when DK grabbed his helmet and they asked Fred what he said in the postgame presser, he said he told him he tackles well for a receiver. But the thing is, bro, you know you shoved that man's head in the ground. He get up to grab your mask for no reason.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was DK got.
Well, he retaliated because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
I didn't see that part.
Look, Demo, you're a great teammate, bro, but you can't come in flying with Superman punches and shit.
Yeah. We're Reigns over here, dude.
He came over here like, I'm coming in, bah. You know, he hit Bobo and made him feel like a Bobo. But I do have a Christmas analogy for the 49ers.
What is it?
You know who we are? We're not Santa. The 49ers are the Grinch. Because we're stealing everybody's Christmas hopes by winning all these games and kicking everybody's ass. You know, we sneak into your house in the middle of the night. We eat Santa's cookies. You know what I'm saying? We eat your wife's cookies too. And then we proceed to go into your children's room and laugh at them and shake the presents in front of them and run off with them. And laugh.
Wow, that's dark.
Yeah, and we laugh as maniacally as we can. Because when Mr. Hurts goes home, he's sad. When Mr. Prescott went home, he was sad. Mr. Lawrence was very sad. We just keep kicking their face in as much as we can. And we are the Grinch, you know. Yep. And we're just right there, you know. And they tell us you really are a heel, you know. They tell me I'm as cuddly as a cactus. But that's what the 49ers are. We're the Grinch of the NFL. We don't like you. We don't want you to have a Merry Christmas. We want to come take your Christmas. And we want to ruin your day. And that's what we're doing along this bird hunting that we've been doing. We shot down 2 Seahawks. We went over there and, you know what I'm saying, we had to murder, you know, we got to murder this little cardinal. We're going to just put a helium tank to the cardinal's beak and just watch him blow up until he's nothing but feathers. I'm calling for pure anger and violence against the Arizona Cardinals. This 49er team is so unstoppable, man. There is no picking your poison because no matter what you choose, you're going to lose.
Hello, Miss Dawn.
How you doing, Don?
Yo, I want to. What was your guys' reaction when you saw that first play of Christian McCaffrey going down the field, almost scoring that touchdown, running out of gas to like the last minute?
Nothing new to me. Business as usual.
I was like,
I
go.
literally thought it was like another day at the office, bro. This dude,
I know.
he never ceases to amaze. I've never seen somebody that shifty get out of a hole that many fucking times and find a way to get forward yardage. Like Beto, you remember how Frank always fell forward, right? Consistently. Frank never got tackled back. He was always falling forward. CMC never gets tackled initially.
No, he's too good. I should have. I love
Awesome right there.
Mason. I love Mason. I know he was tired, but they should have gave it to Christian.
CMC. Yeah, but you saw CMC dabbing him up and everything afterwards. You know.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, but that's the team that we have though. Is like nobody.
Everybody wants to see everybody win.
Yeah.
There's no selfishness.
Like
you know, we're not worried about individual accolades. We're worried about team accolades.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, you know, there's very few times that I give Jed York some respect. You know, he doesn't drop his nuts very often, but he dropped his nuts when he made this statement. We're not here to hang up divisional trophies and banners. We're here to win Super Bowls.
Yep, agreed.
And let's hope this year, Jed, all that time you invested in Mr. Shanahan, I hope this year it pays dividends because you'll improve in yourself, right? And you'll look really good to the NFL. You can walk into the owners' meetings, you know what I'm saying, grab your nuts and say, "What's up, motherfuckers? All of y'all are bitches. All of y'all are losers. I'm the winner this year. Now what?"
Yo, let's just put it out there. So we got the dub, right? We turned 10-3 now. We're 8-1 in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
We waited on till the Sunday night game, Dallas versus Philly, and Dallas destroyed Philly, and we were able to get the number 1 seed. And we're not just the number 1 seed in the NFC, we're the number 1 seed in the league right now. According to so what do the Niners have to continue to do to keep that number 1 seed and win out?
Win. Plain and simple. They got to win. They got to continue playing their type of football. They can't ease up. They can't get cute. They can't, okay, this team, we're playing Arizona. No big deal. Let's look ahead to the Ravens. You play the person you're playing. You focus on the Cardinals. Play the Cardinals as if the Cardinals have not lost a game in the season and take care of business. I know it's hard to chase a chicken, but you got to follow and chase Kyler Murray to the best of your ability and keep him contained. I love the way they approach Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. The DNs did not over pursue. They kept him. They did not go up in front of Jalen. They kept Jalen in front of them. They kind of got to do the same thing with Kyler Murray. Come in as a pair now. We got some great news, by the way. Kyle, Javon Kinlaw is not as serious as we initially thought. He could play this Sunday.
Hargrave.
Hargrave, excuse me. Hargrave, yes. And also the same thing with Ward. They both can play. Whether they'll play or not, it'll depend on what they see on the tape against Arizona. But they're good to go, which is great news. But they got to continue to win. You got to win now. You can't afford to lose it because, let's be honest, the Eagles, rest of the although the Giants are looking really good lately with DeVito, but they're still the Giants. They're easy schedule. They have the Cardinals and the Giants twice, and they have the Commanders once.
It's the easiest schedule for the rest of the NFL.
Correct. Dallas is going to gauntlet. I mean, they're facing Buffalo, then Miami, but then Miami looks like trash. So we can't worry about the Cowboys. We can't worry about the Eagles. Win and control your destiny by not losing a game. We do that, we'll be fine.
You gotta love. I mean, I know we don't really give a shit about what the media says, but they're still trying to find every excuse possible to bash on Purdy, right? And I mean, Purdy just keeps
because they hate to be wrong. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to look stupid.
I know. And
I just had to make sure my hat was back.
All good, man. All good.
Yeah.
If I was wearing a hat, I would do the same. I guess Dak jumped in front for MVP odds as of yesterday. So now they're still talking about, oh, Dak should win it, all this bullshit.
Bro, I'll
Um,
tell you. Let me say this. First of all, the MVP needs to stop going to a fucking quarterback. Let's start there. I'm
yeah,
tired of it. I'm tired of it because that just literally neglects everyone else in the league. That is fucking fantastic at the job that they do. There are so many other positions that deserve an MVP nod. We shouldn't always be giving it to goddamn quarterback. But with that being said, it's funny how the Cowboys are always the team that winds up in the news and in the media, and they're always the team that continually fails. They just get your hopes up and they let you down. They're like that absent father. That motherfucker call you, he be like, yo, I'm on my way. You be outside, you be ready as shit, like for the go. Motherfucker don't ever show up. Now all you start to get is disappointment. Then you start to feel resentment. And then you have this weird sense inside of you that says, even though I like this motherfucker, I still want to be a part of, I still want some kind of relationship. So Cowboy fans get sucked back into it. And every year, oh, it's our year. Dak Prescott has won one playoff game, if I'm not mistaken. Brock Purdy is
Yeah, just the one against Tampa.
Brock Purdy has won 2.
Oh, yeah.
And he probably would have won 4 if he didn't get injured. I'm of the belief that, honestly, with the way that Purdy looked against the Eagles, shit, I don't think he wouldn't have done that the last time we played their ass. I'm sorry. All we have to do is stay focused. J-Rock, shout out to J-Rock from Watts, TDE. You know what I'm saying? He has a song, it's called Win. And literally the hook says win. Win, 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 win. Fuck everything else. Win, 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 win. It's that simple. Go out there, execute the game plan. Make your, make sure you make your presence known on that field. Make sure they don't want to throw to your side of the field or they don't want to run to your side of the field. Make sure they feel that pain when you hitting everybody. Make sure you thump with every person coming across your path. You know what I'm saying? You need to be playing like Demo was playing when he hit DeAndre Swift and snatched that man's soul from his body. That's what you need to be doing. Consistently, week in and week out. Make the Cardinals feel the pain. If you're Nick Bosa and you get a sack on Kyler Murray, just, hey, look, land and roll. You know what I'm saying? Because Kyler, when he plays us, is scared, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I see it in his face. I see it in his body language. That man runs scared. He don't run because he's running to get some yardage. He running because he don't want to get touched. So just keep up the great work that we already have going on. There's nothing and no one that can stop us but ourselves and too many injuries. Like I said earlier, this is the game to sit Hargrave and Mooney. Let them rest.
I
Let
agree.
them rest. We don't need them versus the Cardinals. We can handle the Cardinals on our own. It's gonna be okay.
So let me just
protect them players from themselves because they'll do it. Look at this.
Purdy in the last 5 games, 1,520 passing yards versus Dak Prescott's 1,494. Yards per attempt, 11.3 to 8.1. Total touchdowns is 13 to 16. 2 interceptions to Dak's 1. Completion percentage, 73.6 to 68.2. And QB rating is 136 to 107. I mean, you can't make this shit up, dude. Purdy's just dominating, man.
I'm telling you, man, he's a killer on that field. And that's what he does. I respect him for everything that he does, man. He goes out there and he's looking to put that dagger in your heart and make you cry. Tanisha's got a pretty good question here. It says apparently Niners versus Ravens is the game everyone is waiting for. How concerned are you about that game, Brandon? How do you feel about the Ravens?
Okay, so coming the past couple weeks, I've been like, I'm kind of like excited, but like, this is gonna be a game to like not look past and focus on. But after after seeing how the Rams played the Ravens yesterday, um, I'm not that worried anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that worried anymore. Like, they say they have the number 2 rushing defense or something like that, or on the offense or some shit.
It's got to be
But
the offense because Lamar always running.
yeah, so probably it's the offense. But dude, honestly, especially with the way that we've been playing lately, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. What about you, Beto?
Freaking Tua's a piece of shit, trash quarterback. He's making me lose my fucking. All I did was 15 points from him to win my fantasy playoff game.
He
The
can't
dude's
even
like
give
one.
you that.
Oh my god, dumbass. Anyway, sorry. Tua's trash.
We get it, man. We get it.
So I'm sorry. What was the question?
It was basically saying how concerned are you about the Ravens versus
Oh, the
Niners?
Ravens. Thanks, Dion. The Ravens have a good defense. I mean, you can never count them out when Lamar Jackson is back there. One thing I know for sure, just because they play one way with the Rams or another team, to me, it means nothing. Every team plays each other differently. Ravens could have been on their off game. We don't know. I know the Rams took him into the overtime, but I did see that you can run in the middle, and hopefully Christian McCaffrey can exploit the middle of the Ravens. Now, if the Niners play their football, hard hitting, discipline, I can't say mistake free because they all make mistakes, but limit your mistakes, especially part of the fourth quarter. If you're going to make a mistake, make it early. Don't make it towards the end. And put your head down and work hard, and we should be fine. I'm not worried about the Ravens whatsoever, as long as we do our type of football. And because I believe that our offense can compete with their offense. And even though their defense is pretty good, our defense is better. And yes, we had struggled in the past with the Ravens, but we are playing them at Levi's. We struggled with them pretty much in Baltimore, if you want to count the Super Bowl neutral site. But we haven't played them at home, and we're now playing them at home. So we'll see what happens. But I am not afraid of any team. As long as the Niners are healthy, Brock Purdy has instilled a lot of confidence in me as a fan. I grew up watching Joe Montana establish himself in the NFL. I watched Joe Montana before he became the Joe Montana that we all like and love. I'm seeing the same traits in Brock. Am I saying he's going to win 4 Super Bowls? I'm not saying that. Please don't misinterpret me. What I'm saying is I'm seeing a lot of the same traits. He's calm, cool, and collective. He gets the ball out quickly. He puts the ball where he needs to go, and he plays with confidence. As long as Brock continues to do that, I don't care who we play. We're going to rip their butthole from year to year, and we'll take care of business. The only team that can there's only 2 teams that can defeat the Niners is themselves and injuries. Other than that, get ready to hold the 6th Lombardi Trophy, and Dion will finally be able to hug Shanahan's leg and give him some love.
His leg?
I don't know about none of that bullshit. I ain't looking at a goddamn thing on him.
Real quick.
Look at him. I'm gonna look dead at him and tell him it's about fucking time. Shit. I mean,
hey, real quick, going back to yesterday's game, let's talk about our big boy punter Mitch Wishnowsky with that little fake punt.
Hey, everybody, I'm not surprised. Mitch used to play rugby, bro.
He called it
got wheels. You remember a couple years ago when they threw the flag on him for the hit he laid on the motherfucker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Aussie. He's from the land down under. He probably boxed with fucking kangaroos, mate. Let
the
Mitch
guy's
cook,
a
baby.
beast.
Let Mitch
Yeah.
cook. I love every second of it, man. Mitch Wisnowski is he's awesome, bro. I love it,
I
man.
I
And
still think
real quick, for the haters of number 10, help me out with the name. The receiver, the rookie,
Ronnie Bell.
Ronnie
Ronnie
Bell.
Bell, he's
Don't be
tripped and fell.
don't be bitches. Don't hate
Yeah,
on
he
him.
fell, bro.
The dude tripped and fell. Okay. Mitch ran a little further than he should have ran because he saw open field. Can't blame him. And Ronnie Bell tripped. It just happened that the other idiot fell on top of him, and they got him for that, which they're gonna get him. But let's they should cut him. That's what I read on Twitter. They should cut him. I'm like, dude, you should get cut from being a Niner fan. Shut up.
Yeah, man. People can't be tripping off little small shit. Now,
Mhm.
look, I get
Especially
why
when you
people
win the
was mad.
game.
I get what people was mad at Kyle Williams. I understand
Yes,
that.
Oh, that's
That I
completely
get.
oh my goodness.
but threatening
This man
his
clearly
family
fucking
that was
slipped.
crazy.
He slipped. There's nothing you can do about that, bro. You can't
Yeah.
get your footing
Of
on
course,
every
sure.
fucking second on the field. It is extremely rare that you will be that perfect. So I mean, it happened, man. Shit.
Dude, Tennessee is self-destructing. They had the momentum. They were winning on
Yeah,
a
I was
kickoff.
forgetting
They
that.
lost it, and the Miami scored. Right now, what number 22? Henry fumbles the ball, and Miami recovers it in Tennessee's 15-yard line. You got to be
Better,
kidding me, dude.
Well,
And
shit happens.
Tua still can't do shit.
Oh shit.
But
anyways,
my goodness, man, the Niners. Is it exciting to be a Niner fan this year?
It truthfully
Watching,
is.
listen, no more Jimmy G, no more biting your nails, hoping that we can only run the ball. This kid can throw the ball deep. He can get the ball wherever part of the field he needs to get it. He improvise. He made 3 hell of a throws yesterday. A lot of people don't look at it. Look at the tape. He made 3, and I'm not talking about the touchdown. He made 3 crucial throws, and he seems to do this every game. This kid wills. I believe that Brock Purdy brings the best out of Debo, Ayuk, and CMC because this guy is he's amazing, man. He's amazing. I am confident that we can beat anybody at any time when we're healthy because of Brock Purdy. That kid is special. If we had Jimmy G healthy, I would be concerned. I go, if they stop our run, I'm in trouble. If they stop our run, I'm not too afraid to throw it with Brock.
Yeah, because you don't have no worries. He's gonna fuck it up. It's like the Cowboys when they had Tony Romo. This motherfucker always do an interception at the most inopportune moment, and that's basically
Yep.
what it is. It's like you don't have that worry there, so it puts you in a good position to be, to feel more comfortable about what the kid can do. And I think honestly, it's just him being smart and knowing what he can and can't do, and not trying to take more than what the defense gives him. And that's sometimes the thing of it. You just need the simplicity of understanding, hey, man, let me take what the defense gives me, and I'll just be cool about it. I may not get every single thing, but I'm going to get at least as much as I can. And then you call it a day. And that's what he does. He comes to work, he does his job, he goes on home, man. The beauty
What's
of
up,
it is
Dave
we
Villa?
don't have nobody getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that, man. And that's the beauty of it. It's always good to be around people when they don't have those types of issues. And Brock is just, regular, average, everyday Joe, and he coming in doing it. But I'll tell you this. I'll say it again. We win the Super Bowl, you ain't going to see Brock through training camp. You're
That's
not.
true. That's true.
49ers will find a way to fuck around with his money. And I'm looking at him and tell him straight up right now, don't do it.
They won't pay him next year, I don't think.
If we win the Super Bowl, bro, he's ripping Jed York's pocket.
No, they're not going to pay him next year, even if we win a Super Bowl. They don't have to pay him to 2 years.
I don't think you can, anyways, because this is barely his second year on his rookie contract.
Yeah, after next season,
hold on,
they can talk to him.
Now I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, next season they won't pay him. They'll pay him the following season. They'll negotiate with him. There's nothing Brock can do anyway.
So he had a 4-year, $3,737,000 contract. Signing bonus was 77 G's. Let's see. Average annual salary of just under $1 million.
Dude,
See,
the
Joey's
guy,
still
Yeah, Joey's, yeah.
the guy
get
that
paid
the
after
guy
next
that the guy that the Dodgers signed.
Shohei
is
Ohtani,
making- yeah, he's making more in 2 games than Brock Purdy the whole season.
bro. How the fuck do you get $700 million out of a fucking team? Baseball contract,
Especially from a pitcher that's elbow surgery.
Baseball is crazy.
bro. Let me tell you this though. I'm gonna say this. I don't care what nobody said. I don't give a fuck about his elbow surgery. Shohei Ohtani is a man child. The dude pitches and hits. Do you know how rare it is to find a pitcher who can pitch and hit?
Yeah,
Fuck,
he's
I don't
pretty
care nothing about none of that. I'll tell you right now, I am happy he is a Dodger. Very happy. That means that we just have to get the rest of our shit together and we can actually make a run at another championship.
Dodgers suck. Dodgers suck.
Dodgers gonna have all the talent in the world and they still won't win shit.
Thank
All right,
you.
I'm sorry. Did the Giants win shit this year?
No,
No,
but
they
Did the Dodgers win anything this
the
year?
Dodgers?
No.
Exactly.
Well,
We're
we're in the
both
same
same
boat.
place.
They can make-
Okay,
Dude,
so
they're
y'all
like-
had
they're
all
like
y'all
the Dallas
shit and
Cowboys
still didn't
of
win the
MLB.
goddamn thing. Okay,
They're like the Dallas
Giants ain't
Cowboys
shit.
of the
Hey,
MLB.
did we pay out
Padres,
700
we are the
million?
Angels.
Sorry,
No.
we weren't gonna pay
California.
$700
Everybody
million
knows
to
it.
a
I don't
pitcher
care
that can't
where you
pitch.
at, this Dodger fan. Up and
Yep.
down Cali, north
Sorry
and southern,
ass Dodgers
mid,
fans.
all of it.
We
Sorry.
were not going to
No,
pay
we
700
run-
million
you
for
know
noodles.
We run that.
That's
Sorry.
$700 million for noodles. No
I
way.
can tell you right now, if you ask anyone from California, what's the best baseball team they gonna
Hey,
take?
remember this. Remember this, Dion.
The Giants.
Hey, remember
Go
this.
ahead and say that.
Who has more
Who
who has more championships?
with the Dodgers? Are you serious?
No, they don't.
Not more than the
The
Giants.
Yankees do.
They don't have
Oh
more
no,
than the
you're
Giants.
talking. If you're talking about overall, it's the Yankees. We all know that.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying who has more champions between San Francisco and the Dodgers?
Oh, I'll look it up right now.
Hey, real quick too. Just know that I still have that trolling meme that says Kim Kardashian got a ring before the Dodgers did.
Wow, this guy.
But anyways, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna send it over to Zach for my bookie.
This motherfucker right here.
He needs to make his
Fuck your
700 million.
Dodgers.
I want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, MyBookie. As a bettor, you demand perfection, and MyBookie delivers. NFL, college football, and a brand new cash out system gives you options to bet and win all season long. The first 2 legs of your parlay hit, cash out early and use the funds on another bet. Or you could let it ride for the chance of a bigger payday. Join the MyBookie family for a season filled with odds boosts, free bets, and super contests. To get started, all you got to do is super simple. Go to mybookie.ag right now and register for an account for free. That's right, it's free. And whenever it is you're ready to make your first deposit, just use promo code HIVE. It's right here on the screen, HIVE, to grab a welcome bonus on the house. That's our gift to you for being a part of the 49ers Hive family. That's promo code HIVE, HIVE, to claim your deposit bonus. And for a limited time, you also get a free chip to use in the MyBookie casino. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Now let's get back to the show.
Thank you,
I'm my
Zach.
bookie. I want to win.
I got one more than we do. We have 7, y'all have 8.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Y'all still ain't shit.
Hey, one's more
Hey,
than
shit.
We're the more storied
Wow,
franchise.
it's a piece of
At
shit.
the end of the day, if somebody tells you who's more respectable, you're gonna say the Dodgers.
Oh, now you're going to go to respect for a minute. Who's the better team in
I had to go somewhere else.
California?
All right.
We got better pitching than you do.
Okay. So going back to the 49ers,
Lakers.
which is what this podcast is
Oh
about.
God, no. Not that trash.
And we're
talk.
champions, baby.
Y'all ain't champs.
In-season tournament championship.
Man, nobody give a fuck about that fake ass in-season
And
shit.
those coming from people that didn't win. If your team didn't win it, of course, that don't mean anything.
There we go.
Are we going again about this shit?
It's
Look,
always
man,
nice when you win it for the first time of all. It's going to be in history.
Dude, all LA fans are the same.
No, B-Dubs, I got you.
Fans are the same.
You know who the Lakers are? You know who the Lakers are?
17 world champions.
They're the Cowboys of the NBA. They always
that's the Celtics, bro. You know who the Warriors are? The Raiders of the NFL.
No,
sir.
No,
sir.
They can only put 3 points on the.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. You did not like it. The
Warriors. You're a bunch of pussies just like Brandon is.
all I gotta say, little bitch.
I'm done.
Anyway,
all right, man. Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wrap this shit up now.
We're gonna wrap up this shit just like the Warriors are shit.
Yeah, just like I'm gonna wrap this shit.
You're a mean one.
That's the best he can do. He can put a finger. Look at me. I have a finger. Ooh, I'm gonna kick your ass with this finger.
Sound like sorry ass LeBron James too.
Ooh,
and this has been the next edition of the Forever Faithful / 96.
Hey, real quick though, who's
for your entertainment?
Real quick,
who stood out to you in this game on defense and offense? Besides Debo and CMC. Beto, go.
Not Durham, that's for sure. Draymond. For me, honestly, Christian McCaffrey, obviously, just taking off with those 97 yards or whatever it was, right off the get-go. And defensively, I got to give it to my boy Warner for getting that interception and then pushing Mr. DK in the floor and making DJ come back and hit him. And it would have been a flag just on DJ, but Mr. Lenore got to go butt in and get thrown out as well. But Warner did what he had to do. He punched him on the floor, and then he kind of let DK do his thing, man. So for me, it's definitely Warner.
All right, Dion.
I mean, for me, if you're talking about offense, I'd have to say, BA outside of that one messed up catch where he wound up causing that interception, he looked great. I love what George did on that touchdown. That was fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And that this is why I keep telling people, if you put George Kittle with a Patrick Mahomes, you would make Mahomes unstoppable with just those two. He wouldn't even need receivers. If you gave Patrick Mahomes, George Kittle, and Travis Kelce, you just would fuck it. Just give their ass a trophy every year. It's over. But love what he did. To be honest with you, love that play from Mitch Wisnowski. Like, I don't care what nobody says, even though it got called back. That was a fucking thing of beauty to watch. My opponent said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah, and rolled out.
Kyle said he didn't even know that he was.
We're talking about the Chiefs?
Oh, no. We're talking about Mitch with his run.
Oh, run.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were talking about that play for the Chiefs where they called it back for being offside.
Bro, have you ever seen Patrick Mahomes act like such a little girl? He was upset.
No. We finally seen it in public.
Over there.
But that's what his wife sees him at home do all the time.
Yeah, he was sitting there. He was like, that was the worst call ever.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why are you so upset?
All right, with the Giants win, breaking news, with the Giants win, everybody, the Niners have clinched a playoff spot.
Bro, they're winning the division.
Well, if we already clinched playoff spot, that means we could lose every other game and then not even be worried. That's not what we're going to do.
Whoa. This can hurt the Niners.
It can't hurt shit, man.
No, they'll still go 100%.
We're in. Like that's automatic give.
Hey,
We're
go,
in. That's all I get.
Giants.
The
Wow.
Giants won with a go-ahead
A field
goal.
goal.
Look, man. At the end of the day,
Tua still
I want the
sucks.
Giants. You know what I want the Giants to do? Just beat Philly.
Yeah,
Twice.
Just beat them twice. There it is. You know,
dude.
So it had to be either.
We clinched.
I thought it was the Vikings and the Packers.
Nah, it was a pack. Then when it was
Either one
Giants.
of it was, I know either one of them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at Love. He's like, oh man.
Shit, man. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all.
All right.
Let's wrap this
Well,
up.
that's a good way to end it. Niners.
49ers are in the playoffs. Niner fans.
We're in the playoffs, and the Warriors suck. Brandy's huevitos.
Also,
we're in the playoffs, and the Lakers are trash. They are garbage.
Psycho.
They are.
I mean,
They are
spell trash.
overhyped.
Spell trash.
trash.
BRANDON.
All right. So real quick,
Hey,
for me, real quick.
Brandon, I'm sorry, you speaking?
Yeah, for me, real
Okay,
quick.
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say, Jair Brown stood out to me in this game.
He did.
He had himself interception, so I'm gonna say him on defense and offense. I'm gonna say George Kittle, especially with that deep ball from Purdy and running hard into the end zone.
It's just it's not fair. It's not fair the amount of talent we have, but I love every second of it.
I love it. It's great.
Like he said, like David V has said, deuces, we in the playoffs, bitches.
Yes, sir. Until next time, guys, we'll see you for the pregame against the Arizona Cardinals later this week. Deuces. Peace. Go Niners.